Hey, what is up, YouTube? I guess because I'm not putting on anything else. What is up, YouTube? What is up, Christianology family? So we have a gay man that is mad at a transgender. Is it? I'm so. Is it transgender man? It's a man that wants to be a woman now. So a transgender woman. Okay. So they're mad. They're on the Piers Morgan show. We're gonna play the video. We're gonna laugh at it. We're gonna talk about it. All right. If you enjoy the content, make sure you hit the subscribe for me. Let's get to it.
That solution. I think my issue with this conversation is that it feels like a smokescreen for transphobia, and a lot of the time people do hide behind it.
I don't think anybody here is transphobic.
There are a lot of women, biological women, as you would say, in women's prison that are also raping women, and no one is talking about that. No one's discussing that. Everyone just talks about the 1% of trans people that live in this country that probably aren't going to prison.
All right, let me bring it.
And it isn't.
As you made clear, James, you're not prepared to pass comment on this, and we know why. Because you don't want to say what is actually the obvious reality, which is it's insane, because you fear that you will be accused of being transphobic, which is, of course, very ironic, because that is the word that is used about all of us whenever we try and stand up for women's rights.
I do understand why you're saying that, but by coming on here and supporting trans people in the way I do, I'm constantly called
I support trans people.
By your fans.
But you know what?
Is that not also scary? It's very brave of me to have this opinion.
As I said to you, and as I've been consistent in print and
you've
on air,
ignored what I said.
I have always defended trans people's rights to fairness and equality. I do want to bring back Esther to on this one point about Daniel Radcliffe, who told The Atlantic, one of the big media organisations in America. It makes me really sad, ultimately, because I do look at the person that I met, the times that we met, the books that she wrote, and the world that she created, and all of that to me is so deeply empathetic. This is after he's attacked J.K. Rowling again for her stance on defending women's rights. These Harry Potter stars are a bunch of deluded, ill-informed, spoiled brats. The truth is, this whole debate now in this country has come full square behind J.K. Rowling, who has never been transphobic. I don't even like J.K. Rowling. She's abused me for years, right, on Twitter. Called me all sorts of terrible names. She once said it was absolutely delicious to see me be told to fuck off on American TV. So I have no truck with her whatsoever. However, on this she has been brave and correct. And now the woke worm has turned and come round to J.K. Rowling. And Esther, people like Daniel Radcliffe, spoilt little brats who don't know what they're talking about. They've caused more damage than she has ever done.
I find the lack of self-awareness actually quite baffling. So just removing J.K. Rowling from this, if they suddenly don't like her as a person, fine. But she's speaking on behalf of women that are scared of having their spaces removed. She was a victim of domestic violence, and she's saying it is detrimental to women to remove their safe spaces. It is detrimental to women to tell them that they must compete with biological men who somehow feel entitled to their spaces. How can they not see past that? It's more than just the fact that J.K. Rowling gave them a career and gave them a wonderful start and all of that. Think of the women that she's speaking on behalf of. So you're willing to put all of those women's lives at risk to be able to virtue signal to all 10 trans people.
And by the way, if they're that outraged by how evil J.K. Rowling is, hand back all the money you've made from J.K. Rowling. Every dollar of the tens of millions you've all raked in because you were very, very happy to make money from
those
her,
books and
now
those
you want to
movies.
trash her in public. It's the worst kind of disloyalty. Just want to ask you, James, because you are
very interesting.
Sorry,
I think it's really interesting. I think it's interesting how J.K. Rowling has become this figurehead for, as obviously her detractors would say, transphobia or hatred or whatever. And I think it's really indicative of the fact that the trans community has become so radioactive and such a repellent to common sense and reason that the person who made Dumbledore gay retroactively, that made Hermione Granger black retroactively, it takes a lot to get that person to be like, but you know what, the trans people are doing a bit much here. I think that should show everyone it's time to recalibrate and get some common sense.
Yes.
And it's not a bad thing. Separate but not equal is not always a bad thing.
Yeah,
I don't feel victimized in any way that I'm not in every single woman's space, or I have my own space, I do my own thing, and that's how trans people should be.
Okay, good.
God, it's so refreshing to hear a trans person publicly say this, because a lot of trans people I know are too scared to get involved in this. They don't want to have a fuss. They don't want to have all this stuff.
Yeah.
They don't want to be mocked.
Well,
they don't be laughed at, ridiculed because of trans activists or allies who think they're being allies to the trans community and actually having the complete opposite effect. I want to ask you, Joe, because you're the only person who identifies as gay on this panel. I think that's right.
Right, are you about to come out?
Not yet. I've always found you a very handsome...
I mean, the trans person and him are both gay because the trans person thinks the man thinks he's a woman and he's allowing man to penetrate him, but I guess he's a woman, so it's not gay. But this man is gay and a man penetrating. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
An attractive
Thank
young
you.
man.
I nearly said you too, but I had to stop myself because I don't lie.
Now, there's a new pride flag I tried to read out all the initials that go with pride these days. I can't keep up with it. More and more people seem to get added to it. But it's a weird picture of this pride flag. Let's take a look. It looks like the old test card on television.
Showing your age.
When everything froze. James, what about your hair? It's a psychedelic vomit mess, isn't it? What is it?
It's ugly.
I love that it's got an umbrella, like representation for the rain in this country. Honestly, like, I don't really get it. Like, I don't understand why we need to keep changing it. But what I do understand
why
is
do they
it
keep
doesn't
changing it?
But it's fine. You know, that's the point with the flag. Like, we can change it. We're not stuck in our ways like straight people. We're not going to get upset by the England flag being redesigned. Well, it can if it wants to. It's changed a lot over the years, and people continue to. Say again, Blair?
There shouldn't even be a flag.
We can change it, but should we? Sometimes
but why not?
Okay.
I mean,
It shouldn't be even a gay flag. Just be gay and let it be. Why do you need a flag to represent your gayness? Like, yeah, like, why do you need a flag to represent your freaking gayness, y'all? Yeah, like, what?
we didn't invent the rainbow. God invented the rainbow. We use that as a symbol to let we use that as a symbol to let people know. That
well, actually, you raise a good point there.
We don't need to do that. I think, like, if you're an American, you're all encompassed under the American flag. We're all Americans, whether you're gay, straight, blind, you can see, crippled. It doesn't matter. We're all Americans, and we should be accepting of one another. We don't have to like one another. We don't have to like what each other does, but we should be accepting. And that's the way that normal people believe. It's the trans and the LGBTQ AARP.
So wait, are you saying that when you go
divisive.
past like a Ford factory and they've got like a big Ford flag outside or a Chrysler flag, or are you not allowed those flags because those flags don't represent?
So
the
you're
company?
saying you're saying that.
Well, you're saying that I can't have a pride flag because
you actually cleared
the
it up.
American flag does the job. So
The
does that mean all
LGBTQ
flags
is a
are banned?
business. No, what you're saying is that the LGBTQ is a business. Is that
No,
what
I'm
you're
not.
saying?
Basically,
I'm using a
right?
crazy analogy to try and understand what you're saying about
you
how
don't need a
my
flag.
identity
You don't
as a
need-
gay man
Let me-
is not allowed because I'm also
Because
British.
it never ends, brother. It never ends.
But why does it matter to you? It's only you that can. Look, I know you guys are all really jealous that you don't have a flag, and so I know you're triggered. I know that you're triggered by.
I mean, black people got a BLM flag, right? So what are you talking about, bro? We got the BLM flag. I don't even like the BLM, but we got a flag. So we all got flags. We all got flags, y'all. We all got flags.
It's not the
I
American
do.
Finally
flag,
designed
baby.
you
Thank you.
a flag with your face on it
I actually
that you can proudly wave wherever you want. And
Thank you.
guys,
I love
I'll
that.
send you one as
You
well.
can't even describe. You can't even describe
you
what the
very
flag
much.
means.
Actually, what I want a straight flag. Though.
Esther, do you want one as well?
I'm all right.
I've got a straight flag.
I don't want no gay flag, bro. Don't give me that.
There we go.
Don't give me that,
Do you
bro.
feel like you're part of it now? Do you feel happy?
Here's what I feel is the reason they keep changing the pride flag is the definition of what it is to be LGBT has now been increased to so many ludicrous numbers of digits, numbers, and letters. Nobody knows what it means. It has lost
Well, then
all
why are you getting
meaning.
so upset
Nobody
about
does.
It used to be just lesbian
Nobody
and gay.
does.
We get
And-
it. Okay, well, I'm happy. Be proud. I'm proud of you, right? I'm proud of anyone who wants to come out as gay. But here's the thing: we're about to enter Pride Month again.
Yeah, I can't wait.
A whole month of shouting about being gay. Why?
No,
to
it's
be a
about
nightmare.
shouting about being
Why?
LGBTQIA+.
Nobody tells you you're gay every
Here's
day
the
of the
thing.
year.
Every
The fact
day,
that
every
they're
day.
Proud
in
and
March.
proud. Why do you need a whole special month? And where's my month?
You don't need a straight month.
fact
Why?
that
I want a
they're
straight
gay
month.
is
You know
an
why?
I'm now the most
flag.
marginalised member of community.
You know why? Because the rest of the year is always straight. Every day is straight. We live in a society that is straight.
Are you serious?
It's a straight
That's
jacket
not even
Good,
When
around
was the
us.
That's how
last
you were
time
born.
anybody spoke up?
That's how you were born.
Middle-aged straight
So
white
good.
guys
Do
like
we
me.
need you? Because you're the patriarchy, Piers.
We
Stop
are.
this stupid
No, we're not.
argument.
We are.
Stop this
We are
stupid
actually the minority now. We're the minority group. in this
Right. Well,
country.
I'm finally.
Let me move on. I want to start with you, if I may, Officer Tatum. on this. Is celebrity Trump derangement syndrome back? Kamala Harris, 2 clips. Joe Biden.
All right, man. That was like a little segment of the whole 30-minute thing, but it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy, man. Yo, Piers Morgan getting crazy by the day, though. Like, for real. Yeah, if y'all enjoyed it, kindly hit the subscribe for me, right? I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Peace. Peace, y'all. Now these gay people are crazy, man.